Bitcoin is getting closer to our resistance level. Also, when we're looking on the Bitcoin dominance, the dominance is already falling a little bit more to the downside. We will talk also about some more Bitcoin trade setups. I will give you the next trade entry you can position here right now. Also, we want to talk about Ethereum, about Solana, about XRP, what is expecting here our next move to the upside. So definitely stick around and let's go. As I told you yesterday, we want to talk a little bit more about altcoins today. So first of all, let's have a quick look on the Bitcoin dominance, because we can see here the Bitcoin dominance is a little bit falling a little bit more to the downside. I expect here at 16% a little bit more, a move or a bounce back a little bit more to the upside before we can see the final move, under 60% when our altcoin rally will finally getting more hammered. So this is definitely what we are having here, expecting the next following week for us. So let's before we go here directly in our altcoins, let's talk quick about our Bitcoin position. As we can see here on Bitunix, we can see our trade is here still in profit. We are actually right now 35% in profit. So yesterday we took already some profits, about $18,200, now trading exactly a kinda the same range. We will have later a look on our charts, why we take also their profits and why we are still kinda in this trading range here right now. You can see here perfectly, we get here our last opportunity buy zone down under on $15,000. There we accumulate a little bit more to get our entry price a little bit lower, and it's now Bitcoin is moving more to the upside. And if you also want to participate of all these trades we're doing here on this channel, just go in the video description. There you find a link directly to Bitunix where you can also do your trading. Otherwise, also when we have a look on our Ethereum position over 110% into profits. We are now kinda going in the next move to our next price target around $3,800. Yesterday already also we took here some profits at $8,700, now climbing a little bit more to the upside. So let's start directly with Ethereum on the 1 hourly chart. As you can see here, our next resistance line, our resistance zone would be the $2,900 to $4,000 level. We could delete all the paintings already here, and I also want to give you a next trade idea where you can enter. So as you can see here right now, we are expecting here this upwards line to the upside. So we have here now our supported line. As soon we're getting again to our support area, we can also go in a new long position, because I expect here in the following days also Ethereum reaching about $4,000. I would not enter a big position right now, because I want to see if we are breaking here this kinda big resistance level here to the upside. So something like this we can here expect in the meantime before we get here the final move to the upside. The other scenario would be we are getting into our resistance level, get rejected there, bouncing off, and maybe retesting here this level again before we get the final move to the upside. So for Ethereum, just to be a little bit more patient, if you're already in a trade, as you see it here on our current trade, just keep the trade running, move your stop loss to break even, or just take some profits on the way up. Otherwise, wait for the next trade entry. On the 15 minutes chart, we can already see that we're having here a next trade entry coming, even if we are getting now a retest here of this supported area. So we smash through it, and when the next retest will coming here around also our supported area, there we can also get in a new position. Even also here we have now respecting here this as a supported or a resistance area. So as soon we are getting here above our It's kinda 3,850 US dollar level. Even we take out this high, you can also definitely enter a new long position. Just wait for the retest, stop loss a little bit more closer. But the ratio would be like only for a scalp. Even you can hold this to 4,000 US dollars. But as you can see here, the risk to reward ratio is not the best. It's more like a scalp trade. So you need to have a little bit tight stop loss to make it worth it for you. So this is definitely one trade setup you can go, even like a little bit more high leverage. And if you don't know where you can trade this, just go in the video description. There you find a link here directly to BitUnix. But let's move on to Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is here on our 50-minute chart. Now again, getting rejected over the last couple of, moving a couple of days already here, rejected of this supported area here, of the resistance area here down there. So our trade setup from yesterday, even if you catch this one here right now, from yesterday we're talking about this one here. Let's remove this, that you can go long here if we are getting closer to our supported line. Now we can extend our support line already. Even also we can adjust this on the upper side. So as you can see here, we are now getting more or less, it's not that accurate to be honest, because we're moving now here a little bit sideways. So even if we are getting a next push a little bit more to the downside, we can also open a new long position to the upside. But as I told you yesterday in the video, wait for a retest of this supported area here of this line here. We can mark this on, first of all, red here, because we have definitely need to be broken this resistance line to the upside. Even there we can flip into more bullish momentum. So this trade setup would be only activated if we're getting a little bit down. I would say it's not any more active. Also, we have now still waiting for our next trade setup like here. If we get a proper retest, it could be like also a little bit early like here, or even also here. So I expect here in the couple of next few hours there needs to be a decision if we're breaking here to the upside and getting a proper retest to move into higher level, or if we are going in next, we move to the downside, which means also getting rejected over there, and then we also break our supported line to the downside, which also means that we could potentially even getting a little bit lower back to our support area here down below before we get the move to the upside. So something what we are facing here right now. If we are breaking down, expect something like this move. If we are breaking directly to the upside, enter it and go with a long position to the upside. We can have also a quick look on our liquidations. Here on the liquidation heat map on the 24-hourly chart, we see we are heavily in the middle of a lot of liquidity. So there's a lot of liquidity sitting to the downside, 116,000 US dollars, which is here around this kind of level here at our support area zone here. So it could be already that we are getting this liquidity here to downside, but even also we have a lot of liquidity sitting above at 19,500 US dollars, which also means it's 19,500, which is all the way up here in kind of this range here. It's also alignment with a lot of supported area, also a lot of resistance area down there, which also in alignment with our rising wedge kind of top over also there. So it could be that we have seen two scenarios. One is grabbing liquidity down here, shooting then back up to the upside, get a proper retest by grabbing the liquidity, get the retest, and then moving back to the upside. So this is definitely one scenario we can expecting here right now. If we're grabbing the liquidity first to the upside, expect here a move to the upside and then the retest, because when we are grabbing this liquidity here to the upside, more liquidity also down below will be piling up. Even if we are going here on the 12-hourly chart, we can see here at 17,000 US dollars, which would be here exactly around this level here, kind of the retest level of the supported area. will building up now a little bit more liquidity, and expect also if we're getting the retest, their liquidity will be getting more bigger. Also, when we go here on the daily, or better on the weekly chart, because in a few hours we will see a weekly candle close on Bitcoin, and this weekly candle close looking very, very bullish. So even if we're closing right now as it is on the weekly chart, this is a very bullish sign for Bitcoin, and we can expect here more continuation in the next following weeks to the upside. We also have to keep in mind that on Wednesday we have an FOMC meeting, so there will also definitely a little bit more volatility coming into the market. We'd expect also some more movements on many altcoins. So we talked already about our Ethereum position. Let's have quick also a talk on XRP, because XRP is getting very interesting right now. We have seen this double bottom here down below, get the move to the upside, get the retest, and we are already sitting here on the 15-minute chart on this retest. Even if we're going here on the 1-hourly chart, we can see it a little bit more clearer that we have also on the 1-hourly chart getting our final retest here to the upside. So this is definitely a good position to enter in a new long position. Even if we're getting a little bit closer, you can definitely go in the next long position for XRP. Stop loss would be around this level at $3.14.15, and target would be definitely, first of all, the main target remains here at $3.65, but take some profits all the way up, because here we're getting in a big resistance area also there at $3.35-38. There we can expect a little bit more pressure to the downside, or at least some sideways move. So this is definitely one trade we could enter here right now on XRP. And I also want to give you one next trade on Solana, because Solana is also looking for the next trade entry. We're getting rejected the next time already from our resistance line over there. So here on Solana we definitely have to break here this resistance line to the upside. As soon we're getting this resistance line broken to the upside, we can expect here definitely a move to the upside. I try to mark something like on the supported area. Yeah, we can count this something like this, but it's not that accurate, because this gave us possibility, the chance to getting like here next move to the downside. So also on Solana we have two trade scenarios. First of all, one, we're getting now above our resistance line here, getting at least also over our resistance line and get a move to the upside in the next $200 level. Or we can also expect here, even if we are not getting the breakout, we should definitely expect here a move back to the downside at $180 before we breaking then into higher levels. So there you have also a next trade scenario. My order here would be definitely making for a next long position down there. So this would be definitely one of my trades target, or one of my trading ranges here right now. This level we can definitely make a limit order, and the next limit order will be also if we're breaking here to the upside. I have also still a Solana position open. Let me show to you. It's kind of in minus, so we are still here in our entry here. I think we entered here right now there. Yeah, so we're kind of in minus. I will be here fully transparent with you. So I will keep this trade still running. We'll take some profits here all the way up at $200, but we're kind of good. So even if we're getting a little bit lower, I will add a little bit more to my position. We can also get here already a new limit order already placed. So let's place here a new limit order. Here around this level we can position a new limit order, so that we are getting, if you see a move back to the downside of $180 that we are catching here, we can move it a little bit higher, like here, $180. So definitely if we are getting there, we should go already in our long position, and sell all the way up to the upside around $200 to the upside. We are also in our link position. It's still up like 90% to the upside. We didn't take some profits all the way up, because I expect here definitely a move way higher to, yeah, at least to $20, even also a little bit higher if we are breaking also the $20 range. So even there we are still in profit. So overall our trades looking still good. And if you also want to go and participate from this trade, just go in the video description. There find a link directly here to Bitunix, where you can also participate from our copy trading. And also don't forget to smash up the like button, hit the subscribe button, and then we see in the next video tomorrow.